This is the wine we're doing today.
You look incredibly handsome, completely obscured behind the sample bottle. Anyway, 1992, what were you doing then? Loafing around, no doubt.
1992, the year Nigel Mansell won the Formula One World Championship.
Oh.
I had just moved to Scotland the year prior. What else was I doing in 1992? Probably a lot.
Oh no! No! Oh God!
What was I doing in 1992? Nigel Mansell had just won the Formula One World Championship. I'd just moved to Scotland. What else was I doing in 92?
I was but a mere... I wasn't even a
You were
thought.
-8.
Yeah, I wasn't even the thought, as
No.
parents like to say.
I don't know what I was doing in 1992.
Well, it's my theory that between 1989, the fall of the wall, and 2001, 9/11, nothing happened. And every significant event that did happen was just a political or economic consequence of stuff that had already happened or been established. I'm convinced that the 90s was just this period where, in the West, people didn't really get up to much apart from booze and fags.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
There wasn't anything exciting like
Freddie
the
Mercury,
miners' strike.
Didn't Freddie Mercury die in 92?
Oh, he may well have. That
Yeah.
sounds about right.
Yeah. Anyway, in 1992, this wine was made.
And it's been I'm assuming these have all been bottled recently, by the way. I mean,
Within a wee while, yes.
Yeah, because you can tell the two Sertials were harvested 9 years apart, but that doesn't mean they were bottled at the same time.
No.
But it does feel like they have
Yeah.
been. So this is Boal, which is the second most sweet grape, basically, the one that will produce the most sugar.
And this is honey.
Yeah, it's a
This
lot of
is
honey.
so much honey. Little bit of golden syrup as well.
Yeah.
And then more figs, more dates, more prunes.
Yeah.
It's sort of those bigger, bolder dried fruit flavors.
Yeah.
It's must be cherry.
A little bit. Do you know? Do you think that? I mean, the sweeter varieties it does make sense, but the drier varieties kind of, I suppose, show more complexity, younger, I guess. Could you say that?
Yeah, I think that sugar off masks things a bit.
It can do, yeah. Yeah.
It's just unctuous. It's just rounded and full. It's what would be described as Moorish.
Yes.
Even if I hadn't banned that word from the shop.
Well,
I don't like the word Moorish. It's got cocoa nib as well.
Well, that Madagascan vanilla as well.
Mm-hmm.
The very elegant,
Beautiful vanilla.
walls.
Really lovely vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is that sort of sweet. And we're back to pipe tobacco again. That sort of you're not thinking so?
No, I think it's still.
I'm checking you're in the camera.
I think
shot
it's still
somewhere.
more Earl
Don't
Grey tea.
move. Yes, you are.
I think it's still more the lilac-y violets of Lady Grey. I mean, it's less leafy
Yes.
and more sort of floral in a dried way.
But I think and this is so unfair because we're going from 1912 to 1992, but I think it shows youth. It
does.
shows it's sort of like an adolescent teenager sort of thing.
Yeah.
You're just at that sort of,
It's starting to.
there's a lot there.
It's starting to break.
But there's a
out of its
hollow
cocoon.
element in the center
Yes.
that it's not found its feet yet.
No, exactly. It's not quite broken out of the cocoon because there isn't that sort of wisdom and experience and notches on the trunk.
But what it does have is it's got vibrancy
and
fun
fiery youth,
and fiery youth. Yeah. But the alcohol isn't fiery. It's very well integrated. There's you barely notice the alcohol, and the acidity on the end. It's quite zippy and sort of zingy and it's not just cleaning. It's really cleaning. It's sort of got the power washer out, and is.
I never feel alcohol in Madeira because the acid is too.
Yeah.
The acid usually overtakes.
It's basically
But it is youthful. It's sort of not precocious. It's just sort of not immature compared to older ones.
Yes,
but will achieve greatness.
Will achieve greatness.
It has that rumbling greatness.
It's
It's just a bit sweeter, and I love sugar, so you know.
and yeah, it's like a deep clean on a teenager's bedroom. Copious amounts of.
Oh God! What Dettol do you know that smells like that? Which, Mr. Muscle smells like 92 Boal. He's just making very crude jokes, and I'm not going to rise to them again.
I was rising to them all. 1992.
Are you an early riser?
More frequent.
I don't want to be here.
Don't worry, you won't be for long.
Not long now.
You've got your parole hearing done, dusted. It's now just a case of being released. Again, that was something that I was doing quite a lot of in 19...
Oh, God.
It's the funny teenage masturbation joke show.
Intermission while we come up with more crude jokes.
Coming up. See, I'm here all week.
Oh, yeah, no one's in the audience. Yep, that's great. Are you contemplating the wine, or are you thinking of another crude joke?
I'm thinking of another crude joke.
Goodbye.